Episode 26 of the No Money Spent series, and we're starting with these Bob Gibson moments. So these are actually some of the easier pitching moments, like only striking out 5 batters. That's pretty easy, and giving up 3 runs. Again, none of these were very difficult compared to some of the other pitching moments. Patrick Corbin, these were a lot easier, and I didn't really have any trouble with them. I think one of them I did have to restart, but in general, these were pretty simple. This one was just finishing out a no-hitter, I believe, so that was pretty easy, or not even a no-hitter, that was only a shutout. This one took a while, 8 innings of pitching, not super easy, but we did get it done. And in general, these moments, 4 pitching moments, were pretty easy. Now again, they are pitching moments, so they're going to be more difficult than the hitting ones, and that's just facts. You're not really going to be able to change that. For this one, we had to strike out 2 batters, so this one was a little bit painful. 12 strikeouts can be as little as 4 innings, but as you can see, it took me 6. So that one hurt a little bit, but again, none of them were on super difficulties, and in a lot of these, you could give up more than 1 run. This get a hit one was actually pretty challenging for me. I had a lot of trouble getting a hit, so I had to keep restarting because it wouldn't just let you, hit after you've gotten the strikeouts. You had to keep pitching. So that one took a while. This one was really easy. I think it was just an inning, or maybe 2 innings in the All-Star game. Yeah, 2 innings in the All-Star game, and all we had to do was get 1 strikeout. So that one was simple. This next one up against Cincinnati, the last one in this moment. And again, I'm not really going to touch this Bob Gibson card once I get it. But in order to get program stars, you're going to have to do these. So as you can see here, I'm going to keep doing these exchanges because these are free points. Again, you're going to want to exchange guys that are no sells, so Luplow, and I actually didn't sell Luplow because, he was very valuable in terms of points, and I would have gone a lot over in terms of the exchange. So I did some other lower tier guys, and as you can see, we're at 215 without adding this Bob Gibson in. So once we add in this Bob Gibson, we're looking really good in terms of program stars. And now we got a few packs to open, including a Ballin' is a habit pack. And if you go ahead and look at my stub count up there, it is getting pretty massive. We're almost at 100,000 stubs. So we're definitely going to make a move on a collection in this episode. And we're going to do a big time collection in the NL East. Like I said, I've decided the NL East is going to be a little bit better for me. Piazza doesn't really help me nearly as much as he would have before I got Posey. So at this point, that was kind of my decision. I just took these guys. I'll end up selling them for some stubs. And now these St. Louis packs don't really give me anything. That is the kind of frustrating part about it. These packs are basically just exchange fodder. And I guess, again, I did end up using these DeYoungs a little bit later for exchanges. But, for now, those just are going to sit in my collection. I don't have a whole lot of use for them. But opening these packs, we got Miguel Cabrera out of the first one. Out of the second one, we get Benintendi. And out of the third one, we get Renato Nunez. So now we got this Ballin' pack. This is a guaranteed gold. I don't feel like I've ever pulled a diamond from one of these packs. Spoiler alert, it isn't a diamond here. It's going to be Noah Syndergaard. So at least it's a pretty decent gold. It is not one of those golds that you can pretty much only quick sell. So we'll take that. We'll take Mr. Noah Syndergaard out of that pack. But now we're just going to put some guys up. So I was clearing out my collection. I cleared out Shane Bieber, and I'm going to do a little bit of a time lapse here, just speeding up. This is me selling cards because the collection that I want to do is not quite within reach. So I decided to just sell some of these guys, and while these guys are selling, I wanted to talk to you guys really quickly. I am going to be pretty much cutting out gameplay for the next few videos, because if you haven't noticed, I'm very behind on my editing, and I'm very far ahead in the future in terms of playing the game, and I don't want to stop playing the game because that's no fun. So I'm just going to cut out a lot of games from these videos because they take a while to edit, and I'm going to do more update videos in terms of these, and then I will try to do separate gameplays so I can get more gameplay. You see more of the grind, more of the challenge, and I think it'll be better. At least for now. I might revert back to the older style where, you know, I make an upgrade and then I play a game. But anyways, I'm going to be pretty much transitioning from gameplay and videos for a few episodes. I really want to get myself caught up because I've made a ton of upgrades that I'm not going to reveal yet. But if you've seen my Team Affinity video, you will know that I have gotten at least 2 Team Affinities, and I can tell you I've gotten more now. So we're just going to sell these guys, and then we're going to do a collection that I'm super excited to do. We're going to start by doing this collection, and in general I did the Nats because they are the best collection for your buck. I needed an outfielder to replace Christian Yelich, so Vlad Guerrero was the perfect collection reward, and we ended up putting in an order for Max Scherzer, which is of course gonna be the move because I need to get some guys in my rotation. Ohtani will survive, but I think I'm gonna take out Blake Snell because I'm just not good with this card, and then I can put in Max Scherzer, so that'll be really nice. Strasburg is also a super cheap diamond, and there's nothing else in this collection that it really costs anything. As you can see, I'm going through putting in orders on these commons. Again, you will save a lot of stubs by doing collections if you just put in buy orders, man. It's really not that bad, because again, a lot of these orders, as you can see, are going through. If you look at the top left of my screen, you know, they're going through while I'm doing this collection, so that's really nice. Again, Scherzer, I've never actually used his live series card in the game before. I usually don't get Max Scherzer, but I figure this year might be the first one. That Vlad Guerrero looks really good, and I need another righty on my team. If you've seen my lineup, there's a lot of lefties and not a lot of righties, so I could really use this Vlad Guerrero on my team, and we're definitely going to put him and Scherzer to use. So that is why I did this collection first, because I figured I could use this collection reward, and I could also use a player in the collection on my team, whereas, you know, the Mets, I'm not going to use that John Olerod, but I will use DeGrom. So, I mean, I'm using 2 cards as opposed to 1. It's like, really, does it matter? It doesn't actually matter, but I am doing this first. I'm also getting the hardest collection out of the way first. So now all I have to do is the Marlins, which is pretty much going to be free. And the Phillies will not cost very much. The Braves will be about 50k. And then the Mets will be about 80, 90k. So these collections will take me a while. You know, I'm just building up stubs. Takes a while. No money spent, but it is definitely the move. As you can see, I've pretty much got in all my orders there. Still waiting on a few, but I do not have a whole lot of stubs to work with now, which is a little bit unfortunate. I only got 2k now, but I am going to select all, as you can see, and I'm going to obtain this Vlad Guerrero. So the one concern that I have about this Vlad Guerrero is he really can't field, which is not great, especially in this game. But as you can see, my rotation looks really good. Yelich, he has been really good for me, but as you can see, I only have, you know, 2 lefties in my lineup, so I had to put in Vlad Guerrero. Sorry, I meant to say I only had 3 righties in my lineup. I don't know how I messed it up that bad, but I only had three righties in my lineup. Vlad Guerrero had to happen. As you can see, he's got great stats against righties, not as much power against lefties, but you know, I'll deal with it. So I got crushed this game. I'm gonna save you guys some time. This guy, his team is really budget, but I got crushed. I was playing this really not when I was focused. I was not focused at all. I was tired. I was behind on everything, and just really, this game was really frustrating, so I just pretty much ended up skipping it and not showing it to you guys, because again, I'm trying to be very precise. As you can see, that was pretty much what was happening all game. It felt like I couldn't seem to get anything going, and he was getting a bunch of errors, and I don't really want to spend too much time on this game. As you can see, I lost 5-1. This guy was better than me, though. I'm being very transparent about it. He was much better than me, so I ended up losing that game. Just was not in the right mindset. And yeah, I'm not going to waste your guys' time watching a game that sucked, that nobody really wanted to watch. So you can see, man, you know, 13 hits. He did what he needed to do. And yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this is a shorter episode. I'm trying to get these out a lot faster, so that's going to include not having gameplay all the time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm out. Peace.